After a long truck through muck, the hobbits, Frodo and Sam, led by Gollum, make it through the dead marshes to Ithilien, where they meet Faramir and his rangers. Welcome to Journey to the Crossroads, Part 11 of my Lord of the Rings saga. Setup. Each player must choose either add one resource to each of his hero's resource pools, or shuffle one copy of Brace of Conies into his deck. Remove each burden with the following burden set icons from the encounter deck in each player's deck. I remove the burdens, and I've chosen to take a Brace of Conies. It's a zero-cost event that has a planning action. You add Brace of Conies to the victory display to choose 2. Heal up to 2 damage from a hero. Add 2 resources to a hero's resource pool. Choose a player to draw 2 cards, or reduce a player's threat by 2. And you can only play it if you control the ring bearer. And it's got victory 2. Here are the boons and burdens I've earned so far during my campaign. The decks that I have chosen to play in this quest are a mono lore ranger trap deck led by Faramir. He's a 2/2/2/5 Gondor ranger, ranged, and Faramir gets +1 attack for each enemy in the staging area. Then I have Damrod. He's a 2/2/1/4 Gondor ranger, and reduce the cost of the first trap card you play each round by 1 to a minimum of 0, and a response of when a trap card you control is attached to an enemy, draw a card. And the third hero was a long extended party hero. It's a 2/3/1/3. It's Keliador. He's a Gondor ranger warrior, ranged. Reduce the total threat in the staging area by 1 for each unattached trap you control. In response, after a trap card you control attaches to an enemy, either ready, Keliador, or reduce your threat by 1. The starting threat for the trap deck is 29, but I have taken a +2 threat penalty from the Dead Marshes for the rest of the campaign instead of taking the Searching Eye burden, so the starting threat is now 31. The other deck that I'm going to be using is an Eagle deck, and it's Mablung. He's a 2/2/2/4 Gondor Ranger, and in response, after an enemy engages you, add 1 resource to Mablung's resource pool, limit once per phase. I got Sam, a 3/1/1/3 Hobbit. Response, after you engage an enemy with a higher engagement cost than your threat, ready Sam Gamgee, and he gets +1 willpower, attack, and defense until the end of the round. And then Galadriel. He's a 4/0/0/4 Noldor Noble. Galadriel can't quest, attack, or defend. Allies you control do not exhaust to commit to the quest during the round they enter play. An action, exhaust Galadriel to choose a player. That player reduces his threat by 1 and draws 1 card. Limit once per round. And the way to beat this quest is you're trying to keep enemies from going under the black gate. And how they go under the black gate is at the end of the planning phase. If they're still in the staging area, they go under the black gate. I'm going to be using pipe tokens, exhaustion tokens. The ring token, to show that I've used Frodo's ability. That's a planning action. You can exhaust the ring to give 1 resource to a hero's resource pool. And I'm going to use the eye token to show that the ring is exhausted. And the ring has no penalty for being exhausted in this quest, so I'm going to be using it every single round. I'm going to be using this token to show that I've used Galadriel's ability. Draw 6 cards. Entangled Nets, Northern Tracker, Scroll of Isildur, the Evening Star, the Great Hunt, and Gildor's Consul. I'm going to be keeping that. So because the Great Hunt is one of the best cards to have in this quest. Descendant of Thorondor, Northern Tracker, Fellowship of the Ring, Sneak Attack, Gondorian Shield, and Meneldor. I'll keep this hand as well. Stage 1A. Ambush the Min Harad. Add the Black Gate and the Crossroads to the staging area. Shuffle the Min of Harad encounter set and place it face down under the Crossroads. Each player except the first player searches the encounter deck for a different non-unique location and adds to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. Here's the Crossroads. It's 9 threat, 9 quest points, immune to player card effects, and the Crossroads gets -1 threat for each face-down card under it. The players can't travel here unless there are no face-down cards under it, and at least 20 progress tokens are on Stage 1B. And the Black Gate. Forced. At the end of the planning phase, place each rod enemy in the staging area face down under the Black Gate. If there are at least X face down cards under the Black Gate, the players lose the game. X is number of players plus 3. That's a total of 5. And the rod enemy encounter set is 9 enemies. The location I've chosen is Hills of Ithilien. 2 threat, 4 quest points. While Hills of Ithilien is the active location, it gains Forced. After a player engages a rod enemy, deal 1 damage to that enemy. Side 1B, 20 quest points. Forced. At the beginning of the quest phase, reveal the top face-down card from under the Crossroads and add to the staging area. The players cannot defeat this stage while the Crossroads is in play. When the crossroads is explored, the players win the game. Each hero gets a resource. Draw a card. Fast hitch. I'm going to put out a entangling nets. Now going over to the Eagle deck, draw a card, Great U-Bow. I'm going to use Galadriel's ability to lower my threat by 1 and draw a card. Golden Belt. I'm going to play the Golden Shield onto Mablung. And it gives him 2 defense because he's Gondor. Then I'm going to use Frodo's ability to give Mablung a resource. Now we go to the questing phase. An Oliphant. So we're going to quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14. And there is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the staging area. First card, Foothills of the Effendelf. Second card, another Foothills. So we added 6 to the staging area. Brings it up to 12. So we quested successfully by 2. Now we're going to travel to the hills of Ithilien. And we're not going to engage any enemies. Now we're going to play a Great Hunt. You must use resources from 3 different heroes to pay for this card and combat action. Choose and discard a non-unique enemy in the staging area. So I'm going to get rid of the Oliphant. At the end of the round, raise each player's threat by 1. Give each hero a resource. Draw a card. I'm going to give Mablung a resource. It's Frodo's ability. I'm going to use Galadriel to draw a card. Lower my threat by 1. Now I'm going to put in Meneldor. And put 2 progress on location. And then I'm going to play a Flight of the Eagles. Action. Return an eagle ally to your hand. To shuffle a set-aside Eagle of the North into the encounter deck. Then remove Flight of the Eagles from the game. So I'm going to bring Manildor back. That puts 2 more progress onto the location. I'm shuffling an Eagle of the North into the encounter deck. Now going over to the trap deck, draw a card, Gildor's Consul. I'll take that back. I forgot to play the Fellowship of the Ring. I'm going to play the Scroll of Isildur. Now we go to the questing phase. We reveal an enemy. It's a Haradrim soldier. And he falls into the entangling nets. So we get to draw a card, even star, and lower our threat by 1. Now we're going to play a sneak attack. And put in a Descendant of Thorndor and deal 2 damage to the Haradrim soldier. Now we're going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21. And there's a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the staging area. First card, another Foothills. Second card, Arrows from the Trees. When revealed, each Harad enemy gains Archery 2 until the end of the round. Now we're going to play the Evening Star and put 2 progress onto one of the Foothills and explore it. So now total is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, still 10. So we're going to quest successfully for 11. So we're up to 13 on the main quest. And then at the end of the questing phase, the Descendant of Thorndor comes back to my hand and deal 2 damage to the Haradrim soldier that destroys it. And we actually had to put 4 progress onto that, so we're only at 9 on the main quest. Now we go to the next round. Raise each player's threat by 1, and add 1 resource to each hero's resource pool. Draw a card. Woodman's Clearing. Now we're going to go over to the Eagle deck. Draw a card. Arwen. We're going to use Frodo's ability to give Arwen a resource. Give Galadriel a resource, and then we're going to put in Northern Tracker. We're going to use Galadriel's ability to draw a card and reduce our threat by 1. And we're going to put a Dagger of Westerness onto Kalidor, giving him +2 attack. Now we're going to put a golden belt onto him. So now we can have 1 additional restricted attachment. Now we're going into the questing phase. We reveal a Haradrim Archer. And I'm going to put 1 progress in each location in the staging area. We're going to quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And there's a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in the staging area. First card, Mana Farad. Second card, Asilian Woods. And hopefully last card, another arrow stick in the air. So each Harad enemy gets archery 2 until the end of the round. So that added a total of 3 to the staging area, bringing it up to 14. So we quested successfully by 4, putting 4 progress on the main quest, bringing it up to 13. Now comes the engagement. We're going to engage the Haradrim Archer with the Eagle deck. So that we have to deal out 2 damage. We'll deal that to Galadriel. And then we have archery 7. We'll deal 3 to Damrod, 2 to Kalidor, and 2 to Faramir. Actually, we'll deal 2 to the Northern Tracker. Deal out shadow cards. I'm going to block with Mablung. Discard non-objective attachment. I'm going to get rid of the 3 golden hairs. So no damage. And we're going to attack back with Sam and deal 1 damage to the Herodrum Archer. Go to the end of the round. Raise each player's threat by 1. And give each hero a resource. Draw a card, Rosie. We're going to play Rosie. Then we're going to give, I got a resource from when the Herodrum Archer engaged me. So I'm going to give Gladriel a resource and put in Arwen. Now we're going to go over to the, first I'm going to give the Great Yew Bow to Kelidor, and it's got a combat action. Choose an enemy in the staging area. Exhaust Great Yew Bow and attached hero to make a ranged attack against that enemy. Declare attached hero as the attacker. No other attackers can be declared for this attack, and it has to be attached to a character that has the printed range keyword. Now we're going to go over to the trap deck, draw a card, Northern Tracker. We're going to have the trap deck draw a card with Gladriel's ability. So we lower our threat by 1. Draw a card. Ioris, put her into play. Now we go into the questing phase. This Mana Farad goes underneath the black 8. And we reveal Herodrum Soldier. And I'm going to use Arwen's resource token to give to Mavlung, who gains Sentinel and +1 defense. And I'm going to keep it on him unless I say I'm making a change. So we're going to quest for 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And we put 1 progress on each location in the staging area. Now we're going to do a Gildor's Consul. And we're only going to be revealing 1 card this round. Mana Farad, gains Surge, and Hills of Asilian. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in the staging area. We quested for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we break even. But I'm going to use I have to pay for the Gildor's console. We're just going to break even. And now we go to the travel phase. We're going to travel to the Hills of Asilian. And we are not going to make any engagement checks or make any engagements. Deal out shadow cards. We have a total of 3 archery. We're going to put the 3 archery onto Faramir. Now we're going to block the archer with Mablung. No shadow, no damage. Now we're going to attack back. We're going to attack. We have nothing to attack back. So we're going over to the trap deck. We're going to play the Scroll of Isildur and destroy, and discard the Haradrim Soldier using the Great Hunt. And that goes to the bottom of my deck. And then we're going to use the attack with the Great Yew Bow. We're attacking for 5, and that destroys the Men of Rod. Go to the end of the round. Raise each player's threat by 1. Give each hero a resource. Now we draw a card. Asilian Pit. We'll put that into the staging area. We're going to put the Woodman's Clearing on the Hills of Asilian. We're going to use Galadriel's ability to have the draft deck draw a card and lower their threat by 1. Then we're going to play a Mithrandir's Advice and draw 3 cards. Leather Boots, Northern Tracker, and the Warden of Healing. We're going to put the leather boots onto Faramir. Going over to the Eagle deck, draw a card. We're going to give Avalung a resource for Frodo. Now we're going to quest. Card we revealed from Crossroads is an Oliphant. Goes in the staging area. Now we're going to quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17, and there's a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16 in the staging area. I'm going to quest with for another 3. So I'm questing for 20. And we're going to play Gildor's Consul. We put 1 progress. No. Take that back. We're not going to play Gildor's Consul. But we do put 1 progress in each location in the staging area. First card revealed. The ring draws them. That is when revealed at the end of the phase, each enemy in the staging area engages the first player. And if the 1 ring is exhausted, it can't be cancelled. That gains Surge. Eagles of the North, yes. Bye-bye. That was nice. And that gains, that is Surge. Fierce South Wrongs. Peril. When revealed, either place the lowest threat Harad enemy in the staging area face down under the black 8 and reveal an additional encounter card, or each enemy in the staging area makes an immediate attack. Well, I have to take the first one because that's only one. I have to fulfill at least 1. And there's no enemies in the staging areas to make an attack, but it says make an attack and reveal an additional counter card. So I have to choose that one. It's Asilian, the Hills of Asilian. And now, last card, arrow stick in the air. So each rod enemy gets +2 archery. So there's a total of 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in the staging area. -1 because there's an open trap, so 14. So we quest successfully for 6. That puts 6 progress onto the main quest, bringing it up to 19. And we're going to use Rosie's ability to bring it up to 21. Oh, forgot about this again. We have to take off 4, so we're down to 17. And the trap deck lowers their threat by 3. Okay, we're going to travel to the hills of Asilian. Getting a little crowded. And now we go to the combat phase. We have archery 4 because of the arrows in the trees, and there was no enemies to engage, so that ring draws them, treachery actually whiffed. We're going to put 2 archery onto the Eagles of the North. One archery onto Faramir. And 1 archery onto Galadriel. And we're going to block the Haradrim archer with Mablung. Attacking enemy gets +1 and doesn't destroy a character, so no damage. So now we're going to attack with the Eagles of the North and deal 2 damage to the Haradrim archer. And now we're going to spend 1 resource and heal up 3 damage. We're going to heal 3 damage off Faramir with Ioris. Go to the end of the round. Give each hero a resource. Raise each player's threat by 1. Draw a card. Limbus. Now we're going to play Meneldor and put 2 progress onto the hills. Now we're going to go over to the trap deck, draw a card, Gaffer. We're going to use Galadriel's ability to have trap deck draw a card and reduce their threat by 1. Brace of Conies. We're going to put out Warden of Healing and use Frodo's ability to give Damrod a resource. We're also going to put out a Gaffer. Going into the questing phase. First card reveal, it's a Haradrim soldier. Gets caught, falls into a pit. So we get draw a card and reduce our threat by 1. Now we're going to quest. One, two, three, four. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then we're going to put 1 progress on each of the locations in the staging area. And first card, it's the Dark Lord summons. When revealed, either place the lowest attack rod enemy engage with you face down under the black gate, or reveal the top face down card from under the crossroads and put it into play engage with you. I know there's 2 Mumacs in there. I'm going to reveal the top card and put it into play engaged with the Eagle deck. It's a Rodrum Archer. So we have to deal out 2 damage. We'll put 1 damage on Meneldor and 1 onto Rosie. And we get Mablung gets a resource. And Sam readies up, giving him +1 willpower, attack, and defense until the end of the round. Card number 2, the Mana for Odd, gains Surge. And last card, a Southward Road. So the total is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16. And we quested for 20. Add another one, it's 21. So we put 5 progress onto. So 4 goes on to the Hills of Asilian. 1 goes on to the main quest, so we're up to 18. And then we're going to use Rosie to make it 20. So we've gotten enough onto the main quest. And we're not going to travel. And about engaging. We're not going to engage anything. Go to the combat phase. We have 5 archery. I'm going to put 3 on Farmare. One onto Frodo. And I'm going to destroy Meneldor. And that puts 2 progress. I'm going to put 2 progress onto the southward road. And we also have to attach Overcome by Grief to Galadriel. We're going to block the Haradrim Archer with Mablung. +1 attack, no damage. And we're going to block the other Haradrim Archer with Sam. 3 attack, 2 defense, 1 damage. And then we're going to attack with Kalidor into the staging area, attacking for 5. We're going to destroy the Mana Farad. Now we go to the next round. Cheryl gets a resource. And raises their threat by 1. Draw a card. Arrows in the trees. We're going to have the trap deck draw a card and reduce their threat by 1. We're going to play Gather Information. Then we're going to play Brace of Conies. We're going to draw 2 cards and give Mablung 2 resources. Great Hunt and a Great Hunt. Whoa. Now we're going to... Oh, I forgot to heal 2 damage last turn. We're going to go over to the Eagle deck. Draw a card. Descendant of Sorendor. We're not going to play any cards. Go to the questing phase. The Haradrim Soldier goes under the black 8. And the card that's revealed is an Oliphant. So we are now going to we put 1 progress in each of the locations in the staging area. And we're going to quest for towards the gather information for 3. All this gets discarded. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1st card revealed, it's a Sicilian Woods. 2nd card revealed, either place the lowest threat or odd enemy in the staging area face down under the black 8 and reveal an additional counter card, or each enemy in the staging area makes an immediate attack against you. I'm going to have each enemy in the staging area make immediate attack. And I'm going to block with Mablung. Attacking for 6. Mablung's got 5 defense, so he takes 1 damage. So now we have a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20 in the staging area. I'm going to play the Evening Star. That puts 2 progress onto a location. And then you get to play, do that again for each other Evening Star in the discard pile. And there's one other one in the discard pile. So we're going to explore the southward road. Now we quest successfully by 7, and that clears the gather information. Now each deck can search for a card and put it into their hand. We're going to get a Gildor's Console for the trap deck. Now the Eagle deck is going to get a sneak attack. Now we go to the engagement phase. I'm not going to engage any cards, any enemies, and we've got Archery 4. Deal 1 to Faramir. One to Sam. 2 to Sam. I have one more to put out. I'll put that onto Mablung. Deal out shadow cards. I'm going to play a sneak attack and sneak attack a Winged Guardian into play. And we're going to block the Herodrum Archer with the Winged Guardian. If this attack destroys the character, it doesn't. We're going to spend the resource to keep him in play. And now we're going to use Rosie to block the other one. No shadow, and Rosie's destroyed. So now I'm putting a lock onto Galadriel. She can't ready. And then we're going to play a Great Hunt and discard the Oliphant. Now we're going to do some healing. We're going to use the Warden of Healing to heal up one from Mablung and one from Sam. And now we're going to spend a resource and heal up 3 from Galadriel. Go to the end of the round. Each hero gets a resource. Raise our threat by 1. Draw a card. Limbus. This is supposed to return to my hand. I'm going to put it into play. Now I'll go over to the trap deck. Draw a card, a Warden of Healing. We're going to give Faramir a resource with Frodo's ability. Now we're going to go into the questing phase. We reveal the Hrodrum Archer. This is now at full threat. We're going to quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And there's a total of 2, 3, 4, 13 in the staging area. And we're going to play a Gildor's Consul. So we're only revealing one card. Captain of Farad. So that's 4 up to 17, so a quest successful by 1. Now we're going to travel to the crossroads. And we go into the engagement phase. We have an option. We could engage or leave them in the staging area. We're going to optionally engage the see if do I have a place for 2 damage. We're gonna, and I would also have 4 archery. Right now, during the action window, I'm going to exhaust the Warden to heal up 2 damage. Then we're going to optionally engage the I'm also going to use this to heal up 3 damage on Faramir. So we need to, we're optionally engaging the Hrodrum Archer. And that needs to put out 2 damage. We're going to put 1 damage onto Faramir and destroy the healer. And then we're going to optionally engage the so this is so we get +1 attack. Now we have archery. Let's see, archery 6. 3. 4, 5, 6. Deal out shadow cards. Okay, we're going to block the Captain of Farad with Mablung. To attack destroys the enemy, it doesn't. Now we're going to see, what should I do here? Okay, now, so we're going to block the Haradrim Archer with the Winged Guardian. Discard a random card. Send of Sorendor. Now we're going to have to take this attack undefended. No shadow. 4 damage. We're going to destroy Mablung. Now we're going to return the Gaffer to my hand to prevent the Haradrim Archer from attacking. Now we go to the next round. Raise each player's threat by 3. Give each hero a resource. Gladriel stays exhausted. And this I kept in play. Forest Patrol. Now we're not going to play. We're going to give a resource to Damrod. Put out Ioris. Well, she was already out. Going over to the Eagle deck. Draw a card, the Song of Kings. We're not going to play anything. Going to the staging step. We're going to play a Gildor's Consul. So we're only going to be revealing 1 card. And we're going to quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And we're going to be giving the defense to the Winged Guardian. And there's a total of 2 in the staging area. We added 4, so that's 6. So we quested successfully by 11. That clears the crossroads. So there's a win. We might have lost a hero, but never give up hope. I would say the MVPs were Great Hunt for the Trap deck, and the Flight of the Eagles for the Eagle deck, carrying away those Mumax. And the final score was 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 133, 143, 153, 162, minus 12 victory, so 150 is the final score. Now we got the resolution. Each player must choose to shuffle who chose to shuffle a copy of Brace of Coney into his deck has earned that boon, and record the name and quantity of each enemy underneath the black gate in the notes section of the campaign log. And what went under the black gate were a Man of Rod and a Rodrum Soldier. And these will be coming out in the Battle of Pelennor Fields in Stage 4. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in Shelov's Tunnel.